I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. Joining me today is Julie Schertell. She is President and CEO at Mativ. Julie, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you today.
Well, it is great to have you, and you are coming back today. You were here recently ringing the closing bell, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But let's talk about Mativ. It's a relatively new company, but you have a long history. Tell me more about the company.
We do. Mativ is the merger of two companies, two specialty material companies, Nina and SWM. And coming together makes a really powerful combination. We have very complementary technologies, incredible strategic fit and industrial logic, strong synergies, which I think are extremely important in this environment and this kind of uncertain environment that we're operating in. And then it gives us scale, much greater scale for portfolio optionality that we just didn't have in the past. So it's a really strong combination. We merged in July of 2022. We're about 6 to 7 months in right now, and happy to start our first full year together as one company.
So you mentioned that it's your first full year as one company. You recently rang the closing bell here to celebrate that milestone. So tell me, what's been inspiration to you as you've been leading the company into the integration of the two?
It's definitely the collaboration with the two teams. I mean, a merger can be challenging for everyone, and I think the teams have done an amazing job of identifying best practices, bringing those together. We have very similar cultures. We rolled out very early, here's our ambition and our strategy and our goals and our values, and I think that really helps unite everyone, and it starts to become part of our DNA, how we work together, how we achieve things together. So the team and our collaboration and how well everyone has gelled, I think has made a huge difference. It's helped us accelerate our efforts, accelerate our synergy capture, and continue to move forward into the new year.
All right, so today is the start of Women's History Month. Now, you are a female leader in a manufacturing company, which is mainly male dominated.
It is.
So tell me about your career journey and what's led you to this point.
Sure. So I started my career in a very large manufacturing plant. I worked for Georgia Pacific in Florida, in a plant that had about 1,500 people. So it was a very large site. And it's where I fell in love with manufacturing, the ability to see what we're making, understand how it impacts everyone's lives, understand the impact that we were having in the community that I lived and worked in. I really fell in love with it. And from there, I had the opportunity to move into different types of roles. I started in finance, and my background educationally is finance. But I moved into supply chain roles and continuous improvement roles in operations, marketing, sales, customer-facing roles, and then through supply chain back to general management. So having the ability to understand the core of what we do in manufacturing and then take those learnings and apply those to the different opportunities I had was a really great opportunity.
Okay, so tell me, what was the best career advice you've received throughout your journey, and what advice do you have for women who are looking to become future leaders?
Gosh, I've had so many wonderful mentors in my career. I would say some of the best advice I've gotten is just to be bold, to say what you want and what you're trying to do, and that there's no substitute for hard work. There's no silver lining here. I mean, it's really important just to dig in, have that passion and perseverance, that scrappiness, I think, to work hard and perform in whatever marketplace you're in. The advice I would have for women, I think a couple things, and it's really for women or anyone. I think careers are nonlinear, and I think that's important, and even more so maybe in today's environment than when I was coming up at a younger age. I moved from sales to marketing to supply chain, and sometimes I moved backwards to move forward. I moved backwards to get customer-facing experience. So I think being open to different experiences, being willing to take a chance, recognizing you're not going to always move in a linear format is really important. And identifying what you love and what you don't love is equally as important. I think having that passion, that grit and scrappiness, when you tap into that, we're unstoppable.
Love it. Unstoppable. Great advice. Julie, wonderful to have you here. Thanks for
Thank you.
joining me on Floor Talk.
Thank you so much.